comes to Harris herself, a few years ago, you were running in the Democratic primary against Harris. You believed that you were best positioned to beat Donald Trump. Why do you think Vice President Harris is the best candidate to beat Donald Trump now?
Well, I think we've seen it even just in the last 48 hours, the speed with which she has brought the party together and the energy with which she has, not just, as she sometimes says, prosecuted the case against Donald Trump, but also begun to lay out the kind of vision that is going to make Americans better off. It's a phenomenal contrast between President Trump, who is consumed by his own past, and Kamala Harris, who is talking about our future. I also really admired the focus on freedom. That was a really big part of her comments today and yesterday, because I think that's a big part of what is at stake. I'm old enough to remember when freedom was something you usually heard talked about on the Republican side and among conservatives. But right now, I think we have many, many examples why Americans will experience more secure freedom under a Kamala Harris presidency than under a return to the chaos of Donald Trump and the systematic reduction of freedom, starting, of course, with Donald Trump following through on his promise to end a woman's freedom to choose and access abortion rights in this country.
Well, and Donald Trump said today that he does want to debate Vice President Harris, maybe more so than once. One of the issues that
only after backing out of the debate he already agreed to, though, right? Somehow
today he has an issue with doing it with ABC.
Right, but he didn't when he agreed to it in the first place, right? I mean, I think the interesting thing about this is what changed from when he said he was ready to do an ABC debate and when he now says he's not. ABC didn't change. Donald Trump didn't change. But there's a new candidate, and clearly he hesitates to debate her on the exact same terms that he thought
so you think
would
he's
be okay.
Scared to debate her?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because I think she is going to be so effective, and she's going to lay bare his inability to talk about anything but himself and his past. I think what you'll see is two things that I'm excited for Americans to see. Yes, the contrast, the way, as she laid out very powerfully, she, as a prosecutor who has defended people from people like Donald Trump, is going to remind everybody about that record, but also a contrast in governing records. She's going to be, I think, very effective in reminding Americans that on issue after issue, they already agree with us. They already agree with her and Democrats. Americans agree with Democrats and disagree with Donald Trump on taxes and his agenda of tax cuts for the rich. They agree with Kamala Harris, Democrats, and disagree with Donald Trump on his removal of the right to choose in this country. And gun violence, marriage, you can go on down the list. I think she's very well positioned to remind Americans of that fact.
Well, and Trump also has a record on immigration. We saw what he did with the bill that was negotiated by some Republicans, a bipartisan group on Capitol Hill earlier. But there's also a record for the Biden administration, and it's been one of the lower points where they have polled, and it is also a top concern for voters. So what does that look like for Harris as, how she defends how the Biden administration has handled immigration, but also maybe trying to separate herself from some of those decisions?
Well, I think she's going to be able to, again, remind Americans of the difference between somebody who's focused on solutions and somebody who is focused on anything that can divide us. This bipartisan immigration bill that Donald Trump helped to kill would have made a difference at the border. And it was negotiated, by the way, with very conservative Republicans, as well as Democrats. Why did Donald Trump kill that? Well, because he actually needs things to be terrible at the border. He's not interested in the immigration issue or the border issue becoming less chaotic. Chaos is his oxygen. He is for anything that will make it more chaotic in this country, which is why, again, he went out of his way to intervene in a congressional process and block that compromise from happening.
Yeah, but if she's pressed on, after that was sunk, you saw President Biden sign an executive order cracking down on asylum seekers at the border and what those limits look like depending on how many people are crossing the border each day. If she's pressed on an issue like that, does she defend it? Does she say that it was the right move at the right time? Or is there room for her to stake new ground on something like that?
Well, we'll see how she speaks to that and how she wants to lead the conversation on that. But she will already be in a position to talk about an administration, the Biden-Harris administration, that made tough choices to help with this issue. And someone like Donald Trump, who has gone out of his way to make this issue worse, because the worse it is for America, the better it is for him.
There's a new Marist poll out today as we're in this search for a running mate. It actually is you at the top of it. Also, Governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, both are on 21%. That's among Democrats. and Democratic-leaning voters. We've heard a lot of governors being on this list. Do you believe that a cabinet secretary with a residence in Michigan who's from Indiana should be on that list?
You know, it's day 2 since President Biden made his decision. What I know is that nobody's more of an expert, other than maybe Joe Biden. Nobody's more of an expert on the vice presidency and on how that process should work than somebody like Kamala Harris. I know she's going to have a process and make a decision that makes sense for her, for the party, and for the country.
Yeah. Have you had any conversations about it, though? Or
I've had one conversation with her, and it was on Sunday, and it was about how excited I am for her to lead this party and the fact that I was going to support her. The ticket did not come up.
Okay, so nothing on the ticket there. Donald Trump said today that he doesn't regret picking J.D. Vance as his vice presidential nominee in this process, despite the fact that it happened before he knew that Harris was going to be at the top of the ticket, as we believe. Do you think that there's someone she could pick as her vice president that would make him regret that choice?
Well, again, that's going to be her call, her process. But what I will say is that the choice of J.D. Vance is a regrettable choice because he's somebody who was at his most convincing and effective when he talked about how unfit for office Donald Trump is. And he has not explained any reason, other than, of course, his obvious interest in power, why he would have changed his mind on that. Remember, J.D. Vance's whole identity is that he is connected to Appalachia, a place that is being hurt so profoundly by the opioid crisis. So the fact that he didn't just refer to Donald Trump as an idiot, though he didn't just say all kinds of things about how he was terrible, but compared Donald Trump to opioids, that is literally the darkest, most negative thing someone connected to Appalachia could possibly say about a politician. And that was in public, right? In private, he was comparing him to Hitler, reportedly. He has yet to explain why his opinion would be any different other than his own search for power.
So when he says, I watched Donald Trump in office, that's what changed my mind, you're not buying that.
That doesn't make any sense, especially coming from the Midwest. He's from Ohio. I grew up in Indiana and live in Michigan. I have seen how the industrial Midwest went into a manufacturing recession under Donald Trump and has experienced a manufacturing renaissance under the Biden-Harris administration. Why is that? Because the Biden-Harris administration has led on policies that have factories rising out of the ground of places, including places like near where I grew up, that haven't seen this kind of investment in a generation. How could J.D. Vance or anybody else initially think that Donald Trump is a disaster, watch him lead the country into a manufacturing recession? This is, by the way, before COVID, let alone everything that happened through the mismanagement of COVID, and then say, oh, now I've seen the light. He's a great leader and I want to be on his team. I think we all know why J.D. Vance changed his mind.
Do you think Harris will be able to appeal to those, skeptical working class voters in a Michigan, in a Wisconsin, in a Pennsylvania? Those are voters that Biden had real crossover appeal with them in 2020. Do you think Harris will be able to have that outreach to them?
Yes, and I think the reason is, again, that most voters where I come from agree with her on most issues. We talked about taxes, right? The Republican Party, whether we're talking about Donald Trump or J.D. Vance, despite the kind of faux populism, they are about tax cuts for the rich and for corporations. One of the few promises that Donald Trump actually kept was the one to cut taxes for the rich. That's what they're about. And by the way, they're also against things like the minimum wage, against labor unions. J.D. Vance got, I think, a 0% rating from the AFL-CIO. You compare that with Kamala Harris, who is a distinct leader in her own right, but also part of an administration that is the most pro-union in modern American history. There are so many issues, bread and butter issues, like questions on the cost of childcare that Donald Trump was literally, it seemed, incapable of even hearing during the first debate, certainly incapable of responding to, versus something that Kamala Harris has been very focused on, making it easier and more affordable to raise a family in this country.
That child care answer in the debate from both candidates was, I think, kind of confounding to everyone. But I'm glad you brought up children, because there's actually this answer that J.D. Vance gave a few years ago, and he name-dropped you in it about people who don't have children working in the government. This is what he said.
It's just a basic fact. You look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children. And how does it make any sense that we've turned our country over to people who don't really have a direct stake in it?
Now, I should note, you have 2 children. They were born before Pete gave that answer. Harris is also a stepmom to children as well. But what's your response to that?
You know, the really sad thing is he said that after Chasten and I had been through a fairly heartbreaking setback in our adoption journey. He couldn't have known that, but maybe that's why you shouldn't be talking about other people's children. And it's not about his kids or my kids or the vice president's family. It's about your family, people's families whose well-being will depend on whether we go into a future led by somebody like Kamala Harris, who is focused on expanding the prosperity, the freedom, the well-being of our families. And by the way, especially if you have kids and you're worried about climate, choosing between a party that has a plan on climate that creates jobs and a party that still calls it a hoax, even as we went through the hottest day in world history. Or do you want your children to grow up in a country defined by a return to the chaos and recrimination and cruelty that was the hallmark of the Trump era?